Hi, boys and girls. Mr. Ruby here. Today in Foundations, we're going to work on our dictation. For this lesson, you will need your dictation sheet from your virtual learning binder. It looks just like this. Make sure you take that out. You will need your dry erase marker and some sort of eraser. Pause this video while you're gathering your materials, then press play again to continue with the dictation. First, we're going to practice writing our letters for our sounds. I'm going to give you 4 sounds. You're going to write the letters that make that sound on these lines up here. Then I'm going to go over them with you afterwards. After sounds, we're going to work on some review words, some current words, trick words, and a sentence or two. Let's start with our sounds. The first sound, ink. What makes the ink sound? Ink. Number 2. What makes the all sound? All. Number 3. What makes the am sound? Am. And number 4. What makes the ong sound? Ong. Let's go over our sounds together. The first sound was ink. Ink is I-N-K. It's the glued sound I-N-K. Number 2, the sound was all. That is A-L-L, the glued sound all. Number 3 was am. That is the glued sound A-M, am. And the last one, ong. That is the O-N-G, ong. Make sure you check your paper and make any corrections. Now we're going to move on to our review words. Our first review word, spell the word vest. Vest. Be sure to tap them out to help you. Vest. Number 2, spell the word lock. 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 And number 3, spell the word frost. Frost. Once you are done writing your words, pause this video and mark up anything you might see in the word. Once you're done, press play on the video again and we will go over the words together. The first word was vest. V, S, t, vest. In this word, you should have seen a blend, ST. This word is also a closed syllable. It's a closed syllable because it has one vowel followed by a consonant, making that short E sound. When we mark a closed syllable, we scoop it, put a C, and we put a brev on top of our vowel. Number 2, the word was lock. L, ok, lock. L, ok, lock. Here, it has that special k sound. Remember our rules for that k sound. If it's at the end of a word followed by a short vowel, we use the CK. CK is a digraph, so we need to underline the CK. And it's a closed syllable. We scoop it, put a C, and put our brev right on top of that vowel. Our third word was frost. F, aw, s, t, frost. This word has 2 blends. The first blend's in the beginning, the F and the R. The second blend is at the end, S and T. Remember, when we mark blends, we give each letter their own line. That reminds us that each letter makes their own sound in a blend. It is also a closed syllable, so we scoop it, put our C, and put our brev right on top of that vowel. Now let's move on to the current words. Your first current word. Spell the word hung. 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 Make sure you tap it out to help yourself. Number 2, spell the word thank. Thank. Like thank you. Thank. Number 3, spell the word call. 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 Once you are done writing your words, pause this video, go back, and make sure you mark up all the words. Once you're done, press play on the video again to go over it. The first word was hung. 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 The second word was thank. Ank. The last word was call. K. All. Now remember, in this word, it has that k sound. But if we remember our rule, if it is in the beginning of a word and it does not have an E, I, or Y, we use a C. All right, let's go ahead and mark these up. In the word hung, we have a glued sound. When we have a glued sound, we need to mark it by boxing the glued sound together, just like that. It's also a closed syllable, so we need to scoop it, put a C, and put our breath right on top of that vowel. Next word. I see a digraph TH, so we need to underline that. And there's a glued sound, A-N-K. It is also a closed syllable, so I need to scoop it, put a C, and mark my breath on top of the vowel. Last word was call. In this word, it has the glued sound all. So I need to box it, and it is a closed syllable. So I need to scoop, put my C, and put my little breath right on top. Now we're going to move on to our trick words. Remember, with trick words, we don't mark them, and we can't tap them out because they are a little tricky. Our first trick word is pull. Pull. Number 2, walk. Walk. Before I go over the trick words, I noticed something that I forgot in this word call. I forgot to mark the bonus letter. Remember, bonus letter is F, L, or S, and if you have more than one, we need to star it. So make sure you star that L up there. Our first trick word, pull. P-U-L-L. Our second trick word is walk. W-A-L-K. Walk. Now we're going to move on to our sentences. It is important that you listen very carefully as I read the sentences aloud. Today, we're just going to work on one sentence. The sentence is, the class sang a long song. 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 Remember what a sentence needs in the beginning and at the end. Go ahead and pause this video if you need more time to write out your sentence. When you're done writing your sentence, be sure to go back and mark anything that you might see in that sentence. When you're done, press play again and let's go over it. All right, let's write our sentence. The class, remember that k sound. There's no I, E, or Y, so I have to use a C. The class also ends in an S, followed by a short vowel, which means it's a bonus letter. The class sang a long song. Please check over your work to make sure that it matches mine. Make sure you have a capital T and make sure you put a period. Now let's go ahead and mark up our words. The is a trick word, so we need to make sure that we circle it. Then the word class. We have a blend, C and L. It has a bonus letter, so we need to star it. And it's a closed syllable. So we scoop it, put our C in the bottom, and our little brev up top. The word sang has the glued sound ang, so we need to box it. It also has a closed syllable, so we need to mark it with our C and our breath. A is a trick word, so we need to circle it. Then we have the word long. It has the glued sound ONG, so we need to box that. It's also a closed syllable, so we need to scoop, put a C, and mark your vowel. Lastly, we have the word song. It has the glued sound ONG, so we need to box it. It's a closed syllable, so we need to scoop it, put a C, and put a brev above the vowel. Again, we're only doing one sentence today. Please make sure that your paper looks just like mine. Great job, boys and girls. Now you can erase your board and make sure you put it back into your binder. Bye.